Nithyanandam Mapushkala, we can get started.
Fantastic. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much. So good to have each and every one of you here with us today. So many new faces and a lot of familiar faces as well. Thank you for joining us. We will begin with the welcoming prayer known as the Satguru Vandanam. If I may just ask everyone at this time to please be seated with your neck, back, and spine in a straight line to the best of your ability. Hands in prayer position in front of your hearts. And if you don't know the chant, no problem. You can just listen to it. Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Yanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Satgurutam Namami. Yes, thank you, everyone. I welcome each and every one of you with my love and respects. So happy to have all of you here with us. So we're going to be getting started on this beautiful meditation, yet a very powerful technique known as the unclutching, also known as Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So this is a direct technique which is introduced and initiated by my guru, Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And just briefly to introduce who is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, whom we also lovingly call Swamiji, is recognized as the reviver of KAILASA, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization nation. And Swamiji has preserved and shared thousands of Hindu scriptures, traditions, and also temple-based practices, which brings the world the practical science of yoga, meditation, and healing, of course, ultimately conscious living. Swamiji, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, has inspired millions globally through his spiritual teachings, humanitarian services, and the revival of authentic Hindu education, arts and sciences. And most profound, his direct spiritual contributions include so many powerful initiations available daily for free, such as the science of unclutching, which we are going to be experiencing today for ourselves, Nitya Kriyas, techniques designed to bring health, peace, and higher consciousness in our day-to-day life. So through KAILASA's global mission, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism empowers all individuals from all walks of life to experience living enlightenment and oneness with Paramashiva. And I'm very excited because we'll dive right into this powerful initiation into Nirvikalpa Samadhi, or the unclutching meditation. Give me just a second. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen here. So experiencing unclutching is basically letting go the load from the past and coming to the present moment to experience complete ultimate freedom from the thoughts. Just a moment, having some. Am I audible? Can someone just let me know? Are you able to hear me? Okay, fantastic. Just a moment here. Fixing my visual. While I'm just getting my audio and visual setup. Let's just take a moment to arrive fully into this space. Just relax your body and just take a deep breath wherever you may be today, maybe a long day after work, or just break after a workout, wherever you are, just be here completely. Drop all distractions as we enter into the unclutching meditation. A second here.
As Ma Pushkala is getting set with her with the presentation, as she's been sharing, be in a space of complete observation and awareness of who you are, where you are, and just observe everything that is happening inside and outside of you. Allow yourself to completely be in the moment. Do not judge. Do not analyze. Hold a very powerful space of pure observation. And as Swamiji has taught us many times, just be.
Perfect. Thank you, Mama Tika. All right. So I would just like to introduce what is unclutching. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, in his own words, describes unclutching as the ultimate spiritual technique. So what does that exactly mean? Unclutching means not attaching to the flow of the thoughts that we're currently constantly experiencing throughout the day. Seeing that each thought is independent and choosing not to clutch through the thoughts or the emotions that are happening inside of us. In our daily lives, the simple awareness brings the peace, clarity, and deeper freedom, like not getting caught in the stream of worries or the repetitive actions, which cause the reactions, right? So for example, when someone criticizes or abuses us, if your boss says something to you you don't like, we don't have to react. We can just see what's happening inside. You could just look and see what is happening without having a reaction. There will be a thought that will rise, and then another. Just don't create a meaning out of them. Just let the thoughts come. Let the thoughts go. And just realize that we are not thoughts. Suddenly, you will see a deep silence that is happening inside. Similarly, when there's a stress or worry arises about work or relationships, whatever it may be, just see it. Just see the thoughts moving in you. Don't give them the power by clutching onto them. See, what do I mean by clutching onto them? Swamiji explains, for example, you may see a dog on the street, and suddenly it may pass by you with its owner, right? And the owner may be smiling at you and telling you, oh, don't worry, this is a very friendly dog. And what happens immediately, we may have a reaction because in the past, we may have seen a dog that looks the same and we may have had a bad experience. So suddenly we will remember the dog that we had a bad experience with, and we'll start to experience the stress. However, Swamiji is explaining here, when the thought arises, whether it's a worry, whatever thoughts that's happening, just simply be aware. Because the truth of the matter is, it was never real. Only our connection to it was real. So what we're going to learn today is that the unclutching meditation, we will learn how to drop all mental burdens and immerse ourselves in the infinite bliss of the present moment. That means the process of unclutching is also an initiation into the nirvikalpa samadhi, the very state of the absolute unclutched consciousness. When this simple shift happens in us, known as unclutching, it will bring us instant clarity. You will experience peace and inner silence. So let's hear directly from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself on what is unclutching, what really unclutching is, and how to live it moment to moment.
Pushkala, can you please check audio for this particular video?
I'm sorry, is there no audio in the video here? Okay, sorry about that. Just a moment.
The brain is the organ which controls our whole physical being. Once our brain has been imbalanced, it will then transmit that imbalance throughout the whole body. Thought forms are pure energy that have the ability to influence people and everyday events in life. According to science, our brains generate an electromagnetic field which may be measured by such instruments as an encephalograph. This electromagnetic field is generated by the brain every time we think, and as our mind is never still, we may be compared to perpetual power generators. Fear produces nervous disorders. Anger produces headaches and violence. Confused thoughts produce congestion and ill health. Depression causes cancer, tumors, mental diseases, and lowering of the immune system, causing death through own willpower. Our thoughts generate intricate energy patterns which can be detected by sensitive equipment and seen by clairvoyant individuals. These energy patterns are known as thought forms. Surprisingly, thought forms are shaped by the thoughts themselves. Each of us creates hundreds of thought forms every hour and release them into the environment. Although we cannot see them, the thought forms have as real an existence as any other form of energy. Most people can sense others' thought forms, and a continuous energetic exchange happens between people, about which we are usually unaware. This also explains why we sometimes take a sudden liking or dislike to a certain person directly on meeting them. We just catch their vibes. Unclutching is a guide for equanimity and enlightenment. Thoughts are like bubbles in a fish tank. Just as bubbles in a fish tank rise from the bottom, our thoughts also rise in the same manner. When one bubble comes and reaches the surface of the water, the next bubble starts and the third bubble starts. Because the bubbles are rising at high speed, they look like a continuous stream. But our mind is not a continuous stream. There is always a gap between two thoughts. Like the bubbles, we also experience a neutral space between two thoughts. This neutral space between two thoughts is our original state, the pure silence. It is a state of pure consciousness, the state of God. Since the gap or the neutral space between two thoughts is too small, we think all thoughts are connected and form a shaft. But there is always a gap between two thoughts. In the forest of northern India, the hunters trap the birds using a trap. They tie a rope between two trees. The rope is the shaft that we create by connecting two thoughts. In the middle of the rope, they secure a wooden stick. The stick is our mind. The rope is tied at the midpoint of the stick. When a bird comes and sits on the stick, the bird's own weight turns the whole stick upside down. It turns topsy-turvy. The moment it turns upside down and loses its sense of balance, it feels totally shaken and tightens its grip on the stick. It simply holds onto the stick as if its life depends on it. Similarly, we connect thoughts and form a shaft out of it and live in the fear that if we drop our mind, we might be lost. We might lose our identity. Because it is hanging upside down, it thinks, if I unclutch from this stick, I will fall and die. Is similar to the fear that if we start trusting that we are unconnected, unclutched, independent and illogical thoughts, we might be lost. If the bird lets go and relaxes, it may flutter to balance for a moment or two. When it leaves the stick, maybe for a few seconds, it will fall, but then it will adjust itself and start flying. In the same way, we hold on to whatever we think is our identity and security, our education, our mind, our life, our relationships, or our bank balance. Ultimately comes to remove the stick that is our identity. Just like the bird, we don't realize that if we drop our mind, at that moment we can become a Paramahamsa. That very moment we can be liberated. In Mundaka Upanishad, there is a story which explains, there is a huge tall tree, and in the tallest branch of the tree, there is a golden bird sitting unclutched from everything in bliss, like Dakshinamurti. In the lower level branch, there is a small bird which jumps from here and there to various branches eating fruits. When it eats a bitter fruit, it feels bad. Whenever she eats the bitter fruit, she sees the bird which is looking above, silently, like Dakshinamurti, and feels, why I should not be like that bird. But unfortunately, when the same bird, when it eats tasty fruit, it forgets the bird sitting above it. In the same way, she keeps battling between branches, eating bitter and tasty fruits again and again. One day, as a small bird flies up higher, and as it reaches near the golden bird, it realized that he and she are the same. There is no difference between them both and realizes her original state. The small bird realizes that she also can be in the same state of the golden bird and become a Paramahamsa. This moment, trust yourself. Don't bother about losing your identity. Just trust yourself and let go of your identity, you will immediately become a Paramahamsa and be liberated. All you need to do is to trust that you're unclutched. Dropping the conclusions you can't be transformed is unclutching.
I just asked my AI assistant.
Let's take a moment to just observe what we just heard. So for each one of you, was there a phrase or a feeling or maybe a story that connected with you? Any concepts? Anything you'd like to share? You can put it in the chat or you can unmute and share there was anything, any phrase, any word that just stood out to you. You're welcome to put in a chat or share it out loud. And actually, you know, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism says that listening itself is a meditation. So I think we're already in deep meditation. Well, go ahead and take this understanding into a simple, direct experience now, something that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji himself, invites everyone to do, to see this truth for ourselves. He says, don't believe me, just try this 10-minute experiment and see it for yourself. So let's just dive right in and do exactly that. If I may just request everyone to please go grab a paper and a pen if you don't already have one with you. Give you maybe a couple more seconds. Anybody needs to go grab a paper and a pen, please do so. What we're going to do now is we're going to try the 10-minute experiment. This is a very nice experiment. For the next 10 minutes, just sit comfortably with a pen and a paper and just write down every thought that comes to you as it comes. Imagine yourself as a transcriber. Just anything that's coming, don't edit, don't analyze, don't judge. If a thought says this is silly, write that down. Okay, we'll take the next 10 minutes now to try this experiment.
Ma Pushkala, would you be able to please share the instructions again?
Yes. Now, please look at what you've written. Just read what you have written down. You'll notice the thoughts are not connected. Is there anyone who'd like to share what you have written down?
Yeah, I can if you don't laugh.
Please, yes. Go ahead, Aya. Who is this?
My name is Anand Sriram.
Thank you, Ananda Sriramri. Please go ahead. You can share. Thank you so much.
Yeah, first, what's that thing on my calf? I'm looking at LED bulb, wonder when I need to replace that. Then suddenly the music started. What is that music? Then there was a beep on the phone. What was that beep? Like palm feels scratching. Then feel a little sleepy. Is the music, does it feel distracting or should I prefer quietness? Don't know. Maybe I should reduce volume. And then suddenly a face flashed, a guy who I worked with 20 years ago. I wonder what happened to him. Feel sleepy, do I? Maybe if I work out, maybe I should work out from tomorrow, I'll feel more active. And then suddenly it went into all quietness and I had got Nithyananda, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam, that started going on in me. That's all.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that sharing. So this is exactly what the Supreme Pandava of Hinduism, Swamiji reveals, that the mind is not a logical chain, right? Each thought, as we can see clearly by Sri Ananda, Sri Magari's sharing here, and for each one of you, if you go back and just read what you've written down, clearly we can see that each thought rises, exists, and just gets dissolved on its own. So the suffering begins only when we connect them and believe that this is me, right? The moment we see this disconnection in between the different thoughts that are coming and going, we are already in the space of unclutching. Did anybody notice that? How many of you noticed that? Was there anybody here surprised by how unrelated your thoughts were? Anyone else? Did anybody else feel surprised? Yes. Nelson? Yes. Great. Did anybody else experience the disconnection between the different thoughts as they're coming and going, coming and going? Complete disconnection? Yes, Sri Ravi Shankar? Yes. Thank you. Great. So this is the first direct experience of unclutching. Let us now understand the deeper truths behind what you just saw. Yes. So Swamiji, Supreme Pandava of Hinduism, explains that every moment thoughts are rising and falling. Between two thoughts, there is a gap. That's called the neutral space. That space is you. That space is us, each one, which is a pure consciousness. When we start seeing that gap, we realize that we are not the thoughts. We are the pure awareness in which the thought happens. Also known as Nirvikalpa Samadhi. As we deepen our experience of this gap between the two thoughts, we enter into Nirvikalpa Samadhi, a state where our whole being dissolves into the cosmic existence beyond all the thought forms. So why is this a practical application in daily life? Having this awareness. Before reacting to any stressful or conflicting situations, just take a second to notice a neutral space between the incoming and the outgoing breath. That space is our natural state, the Paramashanta, the peace. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism beautifully says, unclutching is not withdrawing from life. It is engaging from freedom, not fear. Let us now experience the space of awareness directly through the guided meditation. Please be seated comfortably. If you're able to sit up, that's the best. Sit with your neck, back, and spine in a straight line. You can use anything to make yourself comfortable. If you need to put a cushion, if you're sitting on the floor, you're welcome to sit on a cushion or put something on the back. Just try to sit as straight as possible. And we'll listen to the guided meditation.
This technique is not even to be.
Can someone just confirm if this video is audible for everyone? Maybe someone can put it in the chat or just unmute.
Yeah, it was audible.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Aya. Yes.
Practiced every day. No. This is supposed to be practiced effortlessly, internalized effortlessly. Suddenly at one day, you will unclutch. From the very desire of holding on to this body, you will just unclutch. Now, close your eyes for a few minutes. I'll guide you how to consider the desires and how to suddenly unclutch from it before your mind brings any argument. Please close your eyes. Sit in a relaxed way. If some desires are arising in you, maybe desire to open your eyes or desire to move your body, any desire, just see that desire. Don't judge. There may be so many desires. Do not witness. Do not judge. Do not say right or wrong. Do not suppress. Just see. Don't say, don't think your desire is right or wrong. Just see it. Let your eyes be closed. Let them come. When desires arise, let them happen. let all the desires arise in you. Don't suppress them. Don't judge them. Don't say they are right or wrong. Just let them happen. Consider. Let them happen. Suddenly, before even your mind recognizes, unclutch from all the desire and relax. Do not argue. Do not logically decide. Do not decide based on right or wrong. Just unclutch from all the thoughts. Let your eyes be closed. Just unclutch from all the thoughts. anything comes up, just unclutch. Just disconnect. Don't judge. Don't say it is right. Don't say it is wrong. Just disconnect. Unclutch.
Slowly, very slowly, bring your awareness back and gently open your eyes, keeping a soft smile on your face. Let's come back. Let's take a moment. How do you feel? Would anyone like to share what you experienced? Understand there's no right or wrong. Each mind expresses its own way. Some of you may be experiencing lightness, maybe some deep silence, sudden clarity. These are all the experience of the same space of awareness. Supreme Foundation of Hinduism, Swamiji reminds us that unclutching is not an act. It is our very natural state. And it's not somewhere far away from us. The more we practice, the easier it becomes to remain unclutched, even while engaging in the world. Is there anyone who'd like to share your experience before we move on? Yes. So I hope you all enjoy this deep silence, nirvikalpa samadhi state. Unclutching is a very key that opens the door to living without conflict, effortlessly. When we stop unclutching to the thoughts, simply we will see that our inner space becomes so much more available to us. We experience the innate peace, the innate intelligence, and we experience ourselves powerful. Swamiji has given the world so many beautiful techniques, but this is the technique of all the techniques to come to this present moment and experience yourself free from all the bondage of the past. He explains so beautifully, when we worry in the present, we're already in the past. When we experience anticipation in the present, we are already experiencing the future. Again and again, we're in past or the future. Unclutching gives us the intelligence to experience life in complete freedom from the innate intelligence now. Next, I'd just like to share with you this meditation technique is taken from the book called The Living Enlightenment. This is a very profound, very beautiful book. If any of you are interested, you can just type in Living Enlightenment PDF. There's a free PDF available online for anyone. There's a beautiful chapter called Unclutching, along with so many other beautiful meditation techniques that each one of you can choose. There are techniques ranging anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, all the way into the deep, powerful psychological revolution that gives us the shifts wherever you may be in life. And I also just wanted to share with everyone this upcoming Saturday, we warmly invite each and every one of you, if you feel shift with unclutching, or if you feel something here clicks with you, please come and join the upcoming Kalpataru workshop, where you will experience the very source of creation itself. You'll learn how to manifest your life from the same space where the thoughts arises, the very space of Paramashiva within each one of us, source energy. I'll go ahead and post the link here. It will be held on Saturday. I know that some of you, pretty much everyone in the Zoom is from different time zones perhaps. From PST, the session will begin 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Just trying to remember my times here. I'll just take a moment if anybody would like to share anything. Also, I'll go ahead and post the links. in the chat. So if you're interested, you're welcome to dive deeper into the process. Let's see here. Of the Kalpataru, yes. I thank each and every one of you. I know we've gone over our hour. We just gone over about by 8 to 9 minutes. I thank each and every one of you for your time. I hope you all enjoy this meditation technique. Please do sign up for Kalpataru. You can also find this meditation absolutely for free on YouTube. I posted the link. You can practice this experiment for 10 minutes anytime just to come to present moment realization. You can listen to breakthrough profound cognitions and initiations Swamiji has shared with the world just by going to social media and just exploring. All the links are listed. Yes. Thank you, Mayana Yogini. I'm glad that you experienced relaxation there. And some comments are coming in. Let's see. Yes, please, if you like to learn about the ongoing classes, we have special webinars set up this week in preparation for the Great Kalpataru happening this Saturday. But along with that, we have very grand celebration known as Diwali, celebration of lights, our inner light. And we're also celebrating our KAILASA USA anniversary, same day on the 18th and the 19th. So we invite everyone, if you're able to come in person, please do so. And I'll let Ma Muktika maybe say a word or two about the upcoming celebrations. Thank you to each and every one of you. Some of you posted you had really good experiences. Thank you kindly for sharing. And if anybody wants to unmute, if you have any questions, any doubts, please do so.
Thank you so much, Ma Pushkala. That was such an amazing session. And I really feel, as I was, just sitting in in a place of no thinking, you could feel, each time I do this meditation, you feel your mind is clearer. It's so much vast emptiness that is created just in time for us to utilize that space for a better process, for a much more higher purpose. Feels really empowering and very, very blissful, beautifully connected. So thank you so much for that. And I'm sure I speak for everyone else who's here, in this session. We wanted to welcome everyone to come and experience the journey to enlightenment, right? Unclutching, listening, each of it is actually part and parcel of this journey and how we get to move towards the next levels of evolution. And as you do that, the next program that we have coming up is Kalpataru, where you learn to manifest your reality. Just come sit in the space of understanding what is empowerment and what is possibility, and see how Swamiji, when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, he becomes the co-creator of your realities along with you. And from that point onwards, you will understand and experience that you are fully supported in your life. And Guru, Linga, and Sangha, as we share, is always there with you in your journey to enlightenment. All it takes is a yes from you that says, I am ready, I'm jumping in, I'm going to do this for myself and for others. So please come. And also the Festival of Lights, Diwali, a very beautiful and something that brings light and positivity to everyone's life is coming up. The festival is on the 19th, Sunday, the 19th of October, but we're having plenty of celebrations happening that whole weekend on 18th and the 19th. We would love to see everyone come experience the bliss of being part of a spiritual ecosystem. And truly, KAILASA USA Los Angeles is an amazing center, a space, a temple. It is the eco center, the energy center for a lot of manifestation. The best way to know how is to come experience it for yourself. And so we welcome everybody to join us in this joyous celebration. Come light a lamp with us. Light the lamp of possibility for peace, harmonious coexistence that happens for us and for the whole world. So, looking forward to a beautiful celebration with everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. And before we end, there is a pioneer, there is a pioneer program, I should say, that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been conducting. And we were so lucky to have that program happen in Los Angeles at KAILASA USA, Los Angeles, since last December. Currently, it is happening at St. Kitts and Nevis. And it is simply a breakthrough, amazing program. Set aside 1 month of your life to understand what is your purpose, why are you here, and what will manifest for you and through you for others. Why Hinduism? Why being available for others, enriching lives is important. Just come see that entire empowerment. Give yourself the gift of 1 month and you will not turn back. You will only see the path moving forward. So we welcome all of you. The every detail will be given in in the comments and in emails. We'd love to have you join in for those programs. When each one of us is empowered, the world is a better place to live, not just for us, but for everyone around us. So, welcoming all of you to be a part of that along with us. Thank you once again, and thank you, Ma Pushkala, for a beautiful session today.
Thank you so much for sharing, Mamuktika. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us. And of course, feel free to reach out with any questions you may have. If you need help with registration or whatnot, we'd love to see you and celebrate life with you together. Journey to enlightenment, as Mamuktika said. Thank you so much. Nithyanandam, everyone.
Shall we end with the Purna Mantra?
Yes, we'll end with the Purna Mantra. Please be seated with your neck, back, and spine in a straight line. You may bring your hands in a prayer position, Atma Anjali Mudra, in front of your hearts. Take a deep inhale and just relax as you exhale. Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padukar Paramastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you, everyone. Thanks so much for joining, and Nithyanandam to everyone. Be blissful, Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam.